welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genie.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead—
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be—
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable the average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety.
Wow!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe— Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the Sacred Duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed—
So,
Anyway, though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself. And I must— That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to—
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore—
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Huh. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation— seriously, games and drinks don't—
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could—
Oh, why are we letting— if drinks—
My dear, Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support—
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink—
But Shu Yan is destined for a far...
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum what's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. Yeah, we need a practice deck. There's no such... Okay, let me think. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of
Are you sure that...
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards.
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, during the action phase, you can spend element. Of course, the most common action is to use character skill. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making them. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to... And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn. Now, so we're gonna use... That was pretty good. But the game has... As much as we'd like... After you end... And once everyone chooses end round... All right, here we are, and a fresh new round means... Ooh, that's some terrible luck. But don't worry, situations like once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit of each time you use a skill. Your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. Never mind. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro... Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use.
Burn!
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time... Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Dodge this!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. The different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements, when an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use... Oh, that reminds me! Both sides... Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, in this case, we'll have... You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind...
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked Diluc. All right then, now... Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, when triggered, Meld increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one... All right! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still don't underestimate action cards. They can grant... So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. fast actions do not end your current simply put. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even know. Not a problem. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now. Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping it in this case, well, just like playing cards from. Come on, hurry up! Well, would you look at that? Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What? Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character. Oh boy, this one's Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by select.
This will be interesting.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now you can preview your opponent's actions. Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. And well then, that's the end of the...
Let's go. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
All right, cool. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on...
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you...
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my wine. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still...
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think...
Wait! This card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look.
Eye patch?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my...
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers and Angels. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character, it's getting late. And someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be... Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try